We're talking about body shape, silhouettes, and body parts that may be challenging and how to balance the figure with the right clothing proportions, colors, etc. It's Elaine here. I'm here with Lori.
Hi, Elaine.
You may recognize one of our models in our live segments. Lori, you are what body shape?
I am a rectangle.
What are your main challenges in dressing?
Wide shoulders, which mine are, so it's a challenge to find a top that fits under the arm. The other challenge I have is a sway back.
So you can really see a curve at the back here.
At the front, with my sway back, you see my stomach go out.
A lot of us contend with a stronger midsection tummy. So many of the tips that we'll be talking about today will appeal to you. Shall we start with a really good pant style?
Let's.
Okay. The elasticized band pull-on pant. The beauty of this, of course, is that it conforms to whatever size of waist you have. You've mentioned that you don't have an indented waist.
No, most rectangles don't. It's just a column.
So we're bringing this in. This doesn't look like much. There is magic in this texture. A monochromatic is having such a moment, and it adds to the luxeness of a look. The softness makes it fit every curve of the body. And I'll ask you again to give us a turn here. So you see how it's addressing the sway of the back in a very nice way. How do you feel about what it's doing for the tummy?
I don't see
These
this.
soft, crinkled pieces really appeal and showcase all the silhouette of the body. We're doing another pull-on pant, different style. We had you in the wider leg. This is more of a tapered leg, a little longer.
Oh, it's beautiful. What a nice set.
What
Really
a
like
nice
these
set.
pants.
Maybe a takeaway here is that designers often create the right proportions together. Lots and lots of fabric running throughout this pant with the pleating. You wore this in a recent fashion show.
I did.
How did you work this?
I quite liked it the way we tucked it in
Yes.
all the way around, and by doing so it gave a jumpsuit effect, which I thought made the outfit look stunning.
You're giving it like a blouson effect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I like, because I want to kind of hide the waistband. And there's still ample material. And again, I think I have the look of a jumpsuit. It really makes you tall.
Absolutely.
Effect.
The white. And you selected the cream shoe. Although it's a ballerina, there's absolutely no heel to this.
I think that's what's important, is just keeping the color tone all the same right through to your feet.
You said, at least let me put an earring
Earring
on.
on.
You are not a fan of a specific neckline,
No,
the V.
I
Why?
find it a very athletic look.
Okay.
And if you're not fond of your collar, that would be consciously on your mind all the time. I don't like that. I would much prefer a t-shirt that would come from here to here. It would
Yes.
just come straight across here.
Let's make your wishes come true. Different? You were the girl who's saying you don't have much of a waist to speak of. This jacket offers it to you.
Yes,
right?
it certainly does.
Yeah, and let's show the back of it, because we've got those same princess seams that run through the back. So you can see the shaping on the side, the back, the front in terms of accessories.
Don't need any, because this little button here with my silver earrings, I just find it so classic, but that's
Yes.
me.
Yes.
And the simplicity of, I think it makes the jacket stand out when I have the top and bottom matching. This alone with the buttons, look at that. I mean,
Shapes
I don't
it.
need anything.
How do you feel about a crop?
I like them. I have a couple of pairs. I like the freedom of them. I like the look of them. Much better than a pedal pusher, or whatever we used to call those.
Yes.
pants.
It's straight. So for that woman who doesn't want something too wide, we're doing a go-to tee short sleeve, one of our best loved pieces. And I think it's important to talk about why it works. It defines the bust line, and then it just flows over the midsection. And let's take a look at the back. You mentioned the sway. So it's a jersey fabric. It can sometimes just pick up a little bit here. So I think from time to time, all you do with a piece like this is you kind of just readjust it, and you're good. We're going to dress it up.
A long necklace, drawing your eye into my waistline. Like it's creating an imaginary center focus.
Yes.
Yes. If I was to wear a short necklace, which I don't tend to do very often, I find your focus is on my shoulders and my neck.
Okay.
And we're staring at this.
Yes.
And I don't want you to be looking at this.
You
I want
come
you
down.
to come down
Yes.
to here.
Okay. Let's try a few different jacket lengths here. See where we go with this.
Okay.
I'm going to start with something that's nor too long nor too short. Kind of a crop jacket. This is new from Joseph Ripkoff. Give me your first impressions on this.
It has a drop shoulder, which is nice because it takes away from a shoulder seam and it brings everything down and it flows off me now and
Okay.
not across me. I like the length, and then with this top that I'm not tucking in, I'm wearing it like this. It's giving me double duty in proportion.
Yes.
And in volume.
Just kind of experiment a little, and we're going to bring the top in, and we're going to show the difference. Okay, so some may prefer this, because now the navy is reaching, right? From the top, the bottom, the navy's reaching. You've got the peekaboo at the front. Interesting. But I think that if you have a fuller midsection and you're thinking, this just drapes over it now in a very clean way.
I feel when you do this, I'm chopped. I'm chopped.
Aha,
I got this. I got this. This is the same
Yep.
length. I feel very boxy and cut in half. Whereas
Yes.
this one, I think I'm flowing.
So this is almost like a boyfriend cardigan, but done with the same jersey and the same jersey as the Simply pant. What are your thoughts on this one?
Bingo. This is a me. I just like the simplicity, but yet classic. I like the way it fits my shoulders. I like the way it's drawn in, again into my center. If I had a short necklace on up here, again, this is all you're seeing. You see nothing going on here.
The back just has a little bit of extra fabric here, which is always nice. And as you're moving, there's a nice fluid motion. Do you think we're cutting off the silhouette a little more here?
You have given me probably a longer on the top than on the bottom.
Yes.
Because I've got a crop on. Perhaps if I had a full-length jean on like what you're wearing,
Yeah.
I would be more proportioned. I think I'm a little choppy right now. I feel more proportioned.
Yeah.
I had the crop pant on, which was giving me a cut at my ankle or higher, and I felt I had too much box going on.
I don't think we could guess that you're rectangular here. This is the beauty of a really well laid out design. You've got a waist, you've got the illusion of hip, it's all there. What do you think?
I think it's perfect. I find it doesn't make my shoulders look big. I like the collar effect.
You've got vertical lines coming up and down the body. So you've got shaping, then you've got your verticals. You're surprising me with your enjoyment of this dress, because we're out of the classic zone here.
Yes, we are. It's a fun summer dress. It's got modern design, fun pockets, a little bit of a high-low, and it's just it's easy schmeezy, and it's voluminous enough at the back to come over top of my sway back.
We've added the little knit bolero. You own one of these.
I do, in black.
We're kind of minimizing the print of it, and we're making the most of that sway curve that we have at the back here. So it almost looks like a top and a skirt from different angles. The pockets have their defined place.
Yeah.
The top has its defined place. And we mentioned you like a longer necklace,
I
Lori.
do.
But let's try something short in this instance. So how do you feel about that?
It's a totally different look as well. So, you know, you're drawn to my neckline, and it's fine because I like that type of a collar around my neck, which
Yes.
is on the same as the jewelry. And then the V that I was wearing in the longer one brings your attention down to the center, which brings me into here. So
Right.
I think it's working with both, because the sweater has the length also like the necklace. So
Yeah, works. It works.
Works.
We've shown you ways to balance and add shape to a rectangle. Hope that you enjoyed this segment. As always, we'd love to know what you would like to see next, and we must thank the lovely Lori for being with us today.